Hello, 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 and welcome to the final day of the Birthing Your Greatness Conference. Guys, I am D Thea Aldridge, the co-founder of the Collaborative U, and I am here this morning on assignment. And when I say on assignment, I do mean on assignment. I struggled with being led to say what I'm going to say, but it's important because it's just important. It's important to all. So here it is. First, I want to take the time to thank each and every one of you who have joined us these last 4 weeks. We have been in the midst of the Birthing Your Greatness conference with thought leaders from around the globe since September the 21st. And it has been absolutely amazing. And today is the Great Awakening. And when I say the Great Awakening, I do mean that. It is time for us to wake up out of our sleep. And our sleep has been caused by a lot of different things, whether it's disappointments, whether it's socioeconomic reasons, whether it is bad things have happened, whether it is just your upbringing, your life bringing, your train of thought, whatever it is, it's time for you to awaken and birth your greatness. So what does it mean to be awake? I'm glad you asked that because a lot of us, we say wake up, but when you awaken, the dictionary defines awaken meaning to rouse from sleep. It means to cause to stop sleeping. And what is sleep? That's the thing that you have to determine. Where are you sleeping? Are you sleeping on your life's work? Are you sleeping on your personal mission and vision? Sleep is a condition of the body and mind in which typically occurs several hours of night, where consciousness is suspended. And many of us have suspended our consciousness by looking at the things that are happening around us and not recognizing that your greatest conflict is what's happening within. Many of us, we feel uncomfortable and we want to place that uncomfortability on the people around us. We want to place that uncomfortability on the things around us, when the truth of the matter is our uncomfortability is here because we have not awakened to our true self. Man, I'm sitting in this garage because someone that I met recently, I did an interview with them and they were in a garage and they said, great things have been birthed right in garages. Great things have been birthed right in a place where most people don't see the value. But if you think about what a garage does, right? A garage has many uses. Some people use a garage for storage. Some people use a garage for their man cave. Some people use a garage for what it's supposed to be used for, which is a place where they bring their car in out of the element. But a garage has so many vast meanings. But the truth of the matter is it's a place outside of your home where other things can be kept, where they can be nurtured, where they can grow. If I take you on a tour in the garage that I'm in now, I have a Mercedes sitting next to me. I have a tractor sitting in front of me. I have an office space over there. But this is a garage at a house. But when I say I'm in a garage, I'm in this place, it's really a place of mind. Many of you have been out in the elements, out there in the world, out there amongst people who don't believe, who don't have your vision, who don't have your tenacity to build, who don't have your willingness to become who you're supposed to be. You're giving your dreams and your visions to people who are not fostering, who are not encouraging, and that's because you haven't come into your own place of solitude, out of the elements, closed in a place where you can nurture and grow that which you have been assigned to do. Now I'm gonna get a little deep on you because I just have to, because this is the reality. The reality is none of us are here by happenstance. If you believe you just here to chill, just show up, you don't have a reason for being here, then you really need to talk to me. Call your girl, okay? Because everyone is here for a specific purpose. You have the hair color, the eye color, the build, the mind, the thought process, the intuition, the desires, the dreams, the goals that you have because you are here on a specific assignment. And I'm not talking about all of this deep stuff that no, I'm talking about your life's work. What are you here for? We can look at Kobe Bryant and we can say he was here to be the greatest basketball player in the world, but he wasn't just here for that, because after he left, there are still people that pull on what he did. He poured himself out. He knew his assignment was, as a girl dad, his assignment was to encourage women in basketball and in sports to be their very best. He understood his assignment. And no matter what went on, no matter what he did, he understood his assignment. He honed his skills. He did what he was supposed to do. Do you know what you're here to do? It's time to wake up. It's time to awaken to the power that is within you. It is time to awaken to your assignment so that you don't spend your life here just circling the wagons and just being a part of the hoopla and the drama in this world, just being the one who say something shady on Facebook, or being the one who talks about people, or being the one who feels negative in himself because he doesn't know, or she doesn't know, that you have a unique assignment. And whether your assignment is to 5 people, 20 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, or 1,000,000 people, you have an assignment. And most of us are sleeping on it. We're sleeping on our assignment. We're sleeping on our greatness. We're sleeping on who we were called to be in the earth because we don't know. We sleep. We sleep. It's time to awaken. And how do you do that? How do you awaken to your greatness? Number one, you ask the right questions to your maker. Now, I know that's deep. Some of you may not be believers. Some of you may not think, believe the way certain religions believe. And I'm not asking you to do that. But you do know you came from somewhere, right? You do know that you were created by something. Like, you didn't just show up because Kiki and Bobo decided to come together and sleep in the back of the car and have you. No. You didn't do. I'm being funny, but that's not why that's not what happened. Because do you know how many people sleep with people that don't produce people like you? You were produced on purpose. You came here with a specific reason. And if you don't know what it is, you better ask. And don't ask Keisha and Nene and Chi Chi and Bob. No, because they don't know. They didn't create you. They did not have a specific assignment for you. Go into your inner self. Get in your garage. Get in your place of solitude. Get into your incubating place, the place where you can be alone and you can ask the right questions. Ask, hey, who am I? Who am I? And there are some context clues, okay? There are some things that you genuinely care about. There are some things that you genuinely flow well in. There are some things that you genuinely are drawn to. Those are some key indicators. But if you don't ask the right question, if you don't ask your maker, the creator, the source, the energy source, God, the God above, whatever you gonna call it, if you don't ask, and not ask outside, but ask inward, right? Yeah, because that energy source, that God source is internal. Some of you call it intuition, some of you call it my second mind, some of you call it the voice. Whatever you call it, ask. Ask the right question. Ask, who am I and why am I here? That's number one. Number two, when you get the answer, act on it. Act on it. Accept your assignment and do it to the best of your ability. The minute you wake up to who you truly are, the minute you take that time, and 2020 has given that to you. 2020 has given you a couple of things, right? It's given you a slowdown period. It's brought everything that has been going rapid and fast in your life, it brought it to a screeching halt. Right? A lot of you have had time like you have never had before. And many of you have spent that time still asleep. You've been awake, right? You've been on the internet, you've been trolling, you've been talking, but you have not awakened to yourself, to the power that's in you. Everything that you need is in you. Catch that. Everything that you need is in you. Every resource that you need, every mindset that you need, it's already in you. You got to awaken to it. You got to awaken to it. So number one, you got to ask the right questions. Number two, you got to act on it. And you got to act on it in a way in which you're not wasting time. You're not wasting time getting what am I going to say? Getting opinions of others who are not attuned to your assignment, who are assignment killers, who are dream killers. You're not asking them for nothing, because you don't need permission in this hour to wake up and be great. You don't need permission. 2020 has afforded you a time to get the right vision, to see clearly. It is not by chance that 2020 in the vision area, when you go to the optometrist or whatever, when you go there and they tell you have 2020 vision, that means you can see. Right? You can see far and you can see near, because both of them are in tune and tuned in properly. Well, that's the same thing you are going to have to do with your life. You're going to have to get a 2020 vision. You're going to have to wake up. You're going to have to wake up. You're going to have to wake up to the greatness that's within you and not think that what you need is on the outside. Many of you, if you wake up to who you really are, then you will get the dreams and the visions and the ideas and the fortitude, and the people and the resources will come to you. Because you woke up. You woke up to who you really are. You woke up to your possibility. You woke up. I wore this shirt today. Because I wanted to encourage you. You got this. You got this. This morning, I'm just going to share this story. This morning, the lights in the house were out. I looked out the window. The whole street was dark. Happened about 3:45, something like that this morning. So from 3:45 this morning to 7 something, they were off. Right? They were off. And I was up. And I started to look through, you know how you do. You get on Facebook, you get on social media, you start scrolling and looking. And I saw some things. I saw this interview with Ice Cube, and you know, they were talking about, and everybody was talking about what they need from the Democratic, or what's needed from the Republican Party, or what's needed from all of these people. And then there was a guy that said, you know what? If you only knew who you were, the only thing you need in this hour is a real understanding of who you are. You just need to wake up. You just need to wake up to your greatness. You need to wake up to your piece of the pie. You need to wake up to your 40 acres and a mule. You need to wake up. It's the great awakening time. This is a time period in which I just want to shake you awake. I want to shake you by encouraging you, by encouraging that you don't have to sleep anymore. There is no reason for you to feel a certain way. You don't need that. That's absolutely. You don't need permission to be great, Kim. You don't need permission. You don't need permission to do anything. The only person that you need permission from is yourself. You need to be okay with yourself being great. You need to be okay with yourself putting yourself out there. You need to be okay with yourself stepping into the shoes that you were given to fill. You need to be okay with that. You don't need to shy away from any of that. And how do you get to that place? You know, most people just don't arrive in a day. I didn't. I have been in hiding. I might have been in plain sight, but I've been in hiding. I've come out just enough so that people know I'm still, I'm still alive, but I was still asleep. I was asleep to my potential. I was asleep to my wisdom. I was asleep to the authority that I have. I was asleep to who I truly am. And it took 2020, a year of vision, a year of full potential, the pandemic year. I said pandemic. I didn't mess that up. That's what it is. It's a pandemic year. This year should give you the opportunity to go into the next year. This next year, hear me when I tell you, those of you who wake up, those of you who wake up to your potential, those of you who wake up to who you really are in the 2020 year, who get a clear vision of the path that is before you, a clear vision to your power to gain wealth, a clear vision of who you truly are, a clear vision. Those of you who get a clear, those of you who wake up out of the sleep thoughts. What are sleep thoughts? The thoughts that you need somebody in the White House or the Blue House or the Brown House to tell you it's okay for you to prosper. That's a sleep thought. For a sleep thought is for you to believe that if they don't say that you are equal, you're not. Come on now. A sleep thought is that somebody else has to give you the permission to be great. That's a sleep thought. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up to the fact that you have the power to gain wealth. It is time to wake up to the fact that greatness is on the inside of you. It is time for you to wake up and understand that your thoughts have power. As a man thinketh, so is he. That's a book and that's a scripture. It's time for you to wake up. Wake up, oh, you who are asleep, and tune into who you really are. Tune into who you really are. Recognize that if you don't wake up, then next year you'll be worse than you were this year. Let me tell you something. In this pandemic, people are prospering. The ones who are prospering, you know why you don't see them? Because they don't have time. They don't have time to deal with those who want to stay asleep. Many of us are feeling sorry for ourselves. We're wanting and we're looking for someone else to be the answer when the answer for you individually is already given to you. You just got to ask the right questions. You got to wake up. You got to stretch. You know, when you wake up after you've been asleep for a long time, that's the first thing you do is stretch. How does that look? How does that look in this form of waking up? Stretching means you got to get educated. You gotta ask the right questions and begin to stretch yourself, stretch your imagination, see yourself in the place that you want to be, and not think that somebody got to give you permission to get there, because they don't. Access has already been granted. Did you hear me? Access has already been granted. This is a period of the Great Awakening. And that Great Awakening is to the truth that no one can save you but you. It don't matter if Trump, Biden, Kiki, Nene, or Bobo are in the White House. The truth of the matter is, if you don't get the right one in your house, you're going to still be in the same place that you were before. That's the truth. That's the truth as individuals. That's the truth as in a community. And that's the truth as a nation. And I've been sent here today to tell you to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Those who are sleeping, wake up. Wake up to your God-likeness. He said, I created you in my image and likeness. That means you have creative power. What you say out of your mouth has to come to pass. What you think will show up. Think about it. Just think about it. Just think about how many times you've been in your house and you've been thinking about a friend, and then the phone rings and it's your friend. And you're like, girl, I was just thinking about you. That's not by happenstance. That is the power of thought. That's a power. That's a law. That's a law. And we're operating from the wrong place. So I'm just going to ask you again to wake up. This is not a long conversation. Wake up. Wake up. Get into the garages that you have. If you don't have a physical garage to get into your mental garage. Close the garage door and get into the lab and ask the right questions so that you can create that which you have been sent here to create. So that you can be who you are called to be, so that you can do that which you are called to do. There are people on here that are going to listen to this broadcast that know in their hearts of hearts that they should be millionaires. That know in their hearts of hearts that they're supposed to be opening up businesses, but you so sleep, you waiting on stimulus money, and you waiting on Congress to do this, and you waiting on this to do this. No. There are people getting rich right now. And why? Because they woke. They've asked the right questions. They're thinking the right thoughts. They're thinking the right thoughts. They're tuned in to the right frequencies. And those frequencies are frequencies of abundance, of wealth, of kindness, of no lack, no limits, no boundaries. I see increase all around me. The birds not in the air talking about, oh Lord, I don't think I can fly. No, they're not. Mm-mm. The dog's not in the backyard talking about, oh Lord, I don't think I can bark. Mm-mm. Everybody else is still business as usual. The fish are still swimming upstream and down in their season. The birds are still flying and the butterflies are still cocooning. Everybody else is still doing what they're designed to do, except for the people who have the power of choice. And some of us are choosing. It's a choice. We're choosing to accept the chatter in the background that says there's a limitation because we sleep. We have not awakened to our potential. We have not awakened to who we are. So I encourage you to wake up. Those who are sleeping, wake up to who you really are. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. One way that you can wake up, and this is the reason why the Collaborative You started the Birthing Your Greatness Conference. We started the Birthing Your Greatness Conference because we knew that there were individuals who needed this extra push. And so for those of you who have missed the conference, who have not been in attendance, who haven't seen or heard or know what has been said, I encourage you to get the access to the replays. For the next 1 week, the access to those replays will be $9.95. You can get it at bit.ly/BYG Summit. 20 days of pouring out to bring you to a place in which you are ready to birth your greatness. Thought leaders from around the world are at your fingertips. These are people with national platforms and have built million-dollar companies. They've poured into you for 4 weeks. The least you can do is pour into yourself. After that 1 week, it will go back to the regular price. It's probably worth, you really can't put a worth on it, but if you want to put a worth on it, you're looking at anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 worth of insight. But because we want to see you win, because some of you are so limited that you wouldn't even invest $2,000 in yourself, because you can't see yourself taking that $2,000 investment and multiplying it, 10xing it, bringing it to a place where it brings you a return. For 1 week, we're going to give it to you for $10. That's a gift. Many of you have been asking, hey, I need help. Well, there it is. Check it out. bit.ly/BYG Summit. It is absolutely time for you, my brother and my sister. And I don't mean that by color only. I mean that in spirit. We're all created by the same entity. The same life force flows within us. So you're all my brother and sister. It's time for us to wake up. Woo! Thank you. I feel better. Well, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in today to the Birthing Your Greatness finale. The Birthing Your Greatness Summit was brought to you by the Collaborative You. www.collaborativeyou, just the letter. A community of business owners, a community of community leaders who have come together for you. We are you. And so we invite you to go to our website and take a look at the courses that we have offered. Take a look at what we have available for you. And then be on the lookout for what's coming. I promise you, if you invest in yourself in this season, your life will never be the same. How do I know that? Because my words will not return to me void, but they will set out to do that which I send them to do. And I send my words right now to encourage you to wake up. Wake up to your potential and wake up to your greatness. We appreciate you for joining us. We thank you for being receptive to receive that which we've all been, created to give you, which is encouragement and coaching. We look forward to seeing you at the Collaborative You. My name is D Thea Aldridge. I am the co-founder and COO of the Collaborative You. And I just encourage you to wake up. It is the great awakening. Peace.